Hello, I am Nehal Jain from QCfinance.in. Topic is input-output functions in MATLAB and how to save these files. Input and output arguments. It supports variable length argument leads and check arguments. Let's see. Here are some functions used in the input-output that are first NARG_in, that is number of function input arguments. For the input arguments we use NARG_in, and for the output we use NARG for argument and out for output. For the variable length input argument list we use the function name VARARGIN, that is varargin. And similarly there are a number of functions used. Now first of all, how to save and load the variables. Let's have an example on the MATLAB itself. So here I have made a small program in which I have taken two variables A and B and I have assigned them some values. This is the command for that, A and B. Now after that I am writing A, enter. It will give me the values of A as output, and B, enter. It will give me the values of B. And for saving this I use the command save and the name of the file that I want to give .mat. It will save my file. Let's see. Okay, here you can see the file is saved by the given name data ab.mat, and here the variables A and B value also you can see. See, here in the Excel it is giving me the value of A and the value of B till 10. So to save all the current active variables in a file, use the command save and give the file name with the .mat extension. Now the another way to open the file is go to the file option and then open option, and here also you can select the file and open it. Also you will notice that you cannot see the numbers in the file because they are saved in a binary format. You can see the value of the variables. Now let's clear the variables in the MATLAB and reload the values of A and B using the command load. Here I am reloading the value of A and B. I have written clear, then who command give. Then load data ab.mat. It is a file name in which variable A and B are stored. And after that I am writing A, enter, then it will give me the value of A and similarly the value of variable B. Also we know that the command who lists all the active variables in MATLAB. Save function save all the current active variables, and the load will load the variable in a mat file with the appropriate names. Now unformatted output to the screen. Now to print strings and single variables to the screen without a format, you can use the DISP function, that is display function. The general form of the function is DISP in bracket string or the variable name, whatever you want. Here is a example for it. You can try on the MATLAB. That is, I am giving the variable x equal to 5, y equal to sine of pi x by 10, and r equal to 1 to 25 with the difference 2, a equal to random number 5, 3, and enter. I am giving this 4 variable the values, assigning the values to them. After that I am displaying them by the command DISP. It displays x, y, vector is r, o naught, and a matrix A. Reading from the keyboard. Reading from the keyboard can be accomplished by using the input function, and the general form of the function call is A, the variable name equal to input, and in the bracket write the string or the line that you want to print, on the screen and want the user to assign a value to that function. Okay, the variable a is the variable to be loaded. The prompt is string is a message to be included to inform the user about the variable being loaded. Let's see an example. Here is an example of syntax for taking an input from the keyboard. I am writing x equal to input and enter the value of x. Okay, and return. Here, after typing this command, the output on the screen will be enter the value of x. After this output, you have to press the value of x whatever you want from your keyboard, and the that value will be assigned to the variable x. Now, while leaving the cursor in front of the prompt, ready for the user to enter a value for x and press return. Once this operation is completed, the value entered by the user is assigned to the variable x. You can also enter the string as input. A string means alphabets or words, whatever you want to give as input, by adding a second argument, that is s, to the function call. Here is a syntax or example for it. Name equal to input in bracket, enter file name, comma s. Now at the prompt you will get the enter file name as the output, and after that you can type the string. Here is an example of taking an input. I have given one command x equal to input, enter the value of x. Okay, now I am entering. Okay, it is asking me the value. Enter the value of x. I am giving any value, say 654. Enter. It will assign the 644 value to the variable x. Now working with the files. If you want to write data to a file, use fprintf, or read data, use fscanf. Now these functions are similar to their counterparts of the same name in the C, C++, etc. Now in order to access a file, however, you must first open it with function f open, that is file open. To close a file after reading or writing, use the function fclose. Example of these functions are shown next. Okay, here is example of the function fopen. The general form of this function is file id, that is a file name equal to fopen file name comma permission. Okay, now here file id is a variable name to be used as reference to the file name. Okay, now file name is an appropriate file name reference. Example C colon file1.txt, and the permission is a string representing one of the following actions. In the place of permission, one of the following actions can be represented, such as R for read, W for write. If you type R in place of permission, that file will be used only for read purpose. Similarly, the other functions, W for write only, create if necessary, that is A for append, R plus means read and write, but do not create. Okay. Similarly, the other functions are there. Now for more details on the file open function, use the command help fopen. You will get many details about it. Now suppose that we want to create a new file called C colon result1.txt, so that we can write data into it. We could use to produce this file the command myfile equal to fopen C colon result1.txt comma W. Previously we have studied that W is used for writing into a file. So therefore I have used W here in place of the permission and my file in place of file. Here when you will type this command, the output on the prompt will be myfile equal to whatever you want, 3. Now coming towards some examples. Here the example will be on the if else loops. So first of all, I will give a brief introduction about the if-else loop. In the if-else loop, note that for each if, you have to close the if statement with an end. Here, I am starting the expression with if ends. Correspondingly, I have ended it also. Okay, make sure that the ifs and ends, that is ifs and ends, always match. If I am using n, if I have to use n number of and also. Okay, this error is very common. Now example 2. In this example, I am taking numerator and denominator as the input from the user and giving the output ratio as the output. Okay, let's see it on the MATLAB screen. Here I have typed the program for it. I have given an a variable for the numerator input, n equal to numerator, n equal to input in bracket give numerator. Okay, d equal to input give denominator. I have used semicolon so that after completing the whole program it asks for the numerator and denominator. Okay, now I am taking a loop, if else loop. If d is equal to 0, that is denominator, if denominator is 0, then output should be sorry cannot divide by 0, because no number can be divided by 0. Else, if that is if denominator is not 0, the output will be ratio is equal to numerator divided by denominator. Now it's asking for me the value of numerator, so I am giving the numerator value 5, entering. It is asking for denominator value 6, again enter, and the output it is giving that ratio is equal to 0.833, that is 5 divided by 6, value is 0.833. Now the next example. In this example we make MATLAB write something depending on which days a month passes. Okay, now to make MATLAB write text as output, use a single quote around the text. Let me explain you the program. Now here I am using the variable month for the month input. Give month number from 1 to 12 because months are from 1 to 12 only. Okay, now my loop is starting from here. If month is equal to 1, in MATLAB for assigning value use equal to. Okay, now if month is equal to 1, or this symbol is used for or, month equal to 3 or 5 or 7 or 10 or 12. If the input is any from this number, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 10 or 12, then the output must be your month has 31 days. Okay, else if the input is 2, output should be your month has 28 days. Else if your month has 30 days. In this else the cases will come except these all cases, that is 4, 6, 8, 9 and 11. Okay, and see, I am running this program on the MATLAB screen. I have given the month input, give the MATLAB, give the month number. If 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 31 days, 2, 28 days, as 30 days. Okay, it is asking me the month number. I am giving the 6. Answer is coming here, month is 30 days. If I am okay, if I will give the number 5, it will give me your month has 31 days as output. These are all the references that you can go through and learn more. Thank you.